Hey, it's Dr. Jerry Williams with Urgent Care 24/7. I'm here to talk to you about a summer warm weather problem, puncture wounds to the feet. Now, it's warmer. People are going to be going around barefooted more frequently right now. It's warm that time of the year, and unfortunately, puncture wounds happen and to the feet from stepping on a sharp object, of course. And I want to talk to you about that. First of all, I encourage you to wear shoes. An ounce of prevention, as I say, is worth 10 pounds of cure. So by all means, please wear shoes. If you're in the water, wear water shoes, and encourage you to always wear shoes outside to avoid these kinds of injuries, because they can be really devastating. Now, if you get a puncture wound, though, it's incredibly important that you handle the wound appropriately. And let me explain to you what that is. First of all, I don't want you to think this is overkill, but you have to understand that a puncture wound to the foot is considered a quote-unquote dirty wound, and they can cause very severe problems, including osteomyelitis, which is infection of the bone of the foot, which can just be devastating. So extremely important that if you get a puncture wound in the foot, you treat it very seriously and you go seek medical care. First and foremost, we always think about this. We stepped on a nail. Oh my gosh, I got to make sure my tetanus shot is up to date. So if your tetanus shot is over 5 years, you need to go get a tetanus shot immediately. But if you go in to get seen for a puncture wound, don't be surprised. X-rays may be done because, especially with rusty nails, there can be in foreign body where the rusty nail can leave a piece in the puncture wound. So X-rays to look for radio-opaque foreign bodies in the wound, which is a foreign body that would actually show up on X-ray. Also, they'll irrigate the wound as thoroughly as possible after giving you some local anesthesia around the wound, so they can effectively irrigate it and clean it out, and put you on an antibiotic, because infections from puncture wounds can be very severe, and they're a very particular type of infections that can happen in the foot, especially. But puncture wounds can be unique because they create what's called an aerobic environment, where there's not a lot of oxygen in those wounds because of the nature of the depth and the narrowness of the puncture wound itself. And so that can cause the problem that can lead to severe infections, the depth and the inability of that wound to drain. Because what happens is the body immediately with these puncture wounds, because of how small the puncture wound, the actual wound itself is, the tract will close, and that seals off the ability for the wound to drain. And so that can lead to an abscess formation, infection, and anaerobic infection sometimes in the puncture wound itself. So if you've got a puncture wound, by all means, seek medical care immediately, not just to make sure that you're getting that tetanus shot up to date if it's been less than 5 years, but remember, puncture wounds on the foot are considered dirty wounds, and antibiotics are absolutely necessary. Hey, Dr. Jerry Williams here from Urgent Care 24/7. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you found it to be useful. If you could do me a favor, if you like the video, be sure to click on the like button. Also hit subscribe, and when you hit subscribe, click on the notifications and click the bell there. That way you'll be sure to be notified every time Urgent Care 24/7 and Affiliates releases a new video. And remember, life is 24/7, and so are we.